Now we'll do the same shit with, so we do that for every node. Cool. And now we have to go with node 0. We are guaranteed to find another scanner K. We're guaranteed to find a scanner K, where if I scan through, oh my god, okay. Yeah, it's insane. This is going to be insane. Yeah, I don't think this will ever run. Like even in my fantasy land, I don't think this is ever gonna like run in any form of efficiency, right? This is gonna take years. I was thinking for every other node now, we kind of have to go over every single other node. So we start with 0, we go over every node, and we try to find the node that matches this by looking at the relative vectors. But maybe that's not the play. Maybe that's not what we are supposed to do. Uh, let's think about it a different way. Let's think about it a different way, right? Um, how do we? No, that doesn't work. Now I was thinking like we have 24 different orientations for the scanner. How do we factor that in? But with this approach, the whole point is we don't have to. We don't care about the orientation of the scanner. We use the orientation of the scanner obviously to find, um, you know, the actual position of the scanner. I mean, technically we don't need the orientation. We can just not worry about the orientation at all. Um, because as long as we know like this vector and we know this vector, we can actually compute this vector more or less. It's not a problem, right? We can compute that. Shouldn't be an issue, right? Yeah. What do you say? New trash taste episode just dropped. Nice, 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 nice. I have to. I watched like part of the bicycling video, the one where they bicycle across Japan, right? I watched like part of that. That was fun. That was actually fun. As of now, uptime, by the way, is over 12 hours. Is over 12 hours. We have done a 12-hour stream. Um, Unfortunately, I don't think I'm any closer to solving 19 than I was an hour and 27 minutes ago. I feel like we have a few ideas. We don't have the crux of what we really need to be doing, right? That's the main issue. Do we have a way of comparing these sets of vectors quickly? Like these sets of relative vectors quickly? We don't have a way of sorting vectors, do we? We probably can on x, y, x, then y, then z. We can probably sort the lists and then do a relatively quick compare. But I don't think it should matter because if we store them as a set, then in that case, we can still do O of amortized O of one checks within the set to see like, if this is present, this is present, this is present. Yeah. Word, okay. Messed up, messed up, messed up. Even if we do find one, I don't think that'll be sufficient, right? We have to find 12. We have to find 11, basically. We have to find 11 relative vectors that match. And when we find 11 relative vectors that match, that's the point when we know that these two are the same, and that's kind of the, yeah, yikes. Mm, okay, okay, okay. Oh, what a grind. What a grind. Okay. I do feel like mentally I am currently disintegrating right now. So, uh, I will choose to end the stream here, I think. Like, I would have liked to continue for longer. Should I just continue up until the next raid? Let's keep it this. Let's keep it this for like 15 more minutes, right? Let's keep it this for the till the timer runs out, and then we will probably try and raid someone. Um, yeah, there should be other folks who are streaming at this point, so we'll try and raid someone else. But yeah, let's see. This is man, what am I? How are we supposed to solve this question? This is crazy. This is nuts. What? What are you doing? I'm trying to explain pre and post order traversal for this blog post. Trying not to go into too much detail. Pre and post order traversal both make sense for ASTs, but never used in order. I've never used in order. Okay. Yeah. I think they all have their own uses. In order traversal as well. Actually, I don't know if in order traversal helps for ASTs, does it? Post order makes sense for child first use cases. Does in order have any use in ASTs specifically? There are other uses for in order traversals, but not that I can remember honestly, because like my brain is like beyond fried right now. This is the most thinking I have ever done in my life. Full stop. This is the most mental exertion I've ever done in my entire life. Like holy shit, this is crazy. Ah, okay. Like when you're trying to find children with specific cases, flag them and then find the relevant parent after that. I can't think of a single use case for in order. Yeah, neither can I actually. I mean, at least for ASTs, I can't think of um anything which would help in order traversal. In order traversal just means you go left to right along the horizontal, right, as it were. Sort and AST, why? I mean, yeah, sorting is yeah, is generally the use case for an in-order traversal, but there has to be some use. It's okay. Just write pre and post order. If somebody comments talking about in order, then in that case you can probably talk about that. Oh, maybe. Well, no. That's kind of the summary of how I've been solving most of the AOC questions today. Get step one, get ideas. Step two, oh maybe. Step three, well no. And then back to step one. Why would my AST be nested if I needed to sort something? I mean, yeah. Like actually in order traversal, I'm having a hard time really understanding what the use case is in the first place. I suppose in order traversal can help if you wanted to maybe maybe wait. The whole point is you go okay, so you go like left to right, but you will always traverse left child and then sort of the middle thing and then the right child. I suppose if you were trying to use like an operations thing, trying to print out potentially like, if you have like a BODMAS hierarchy kind of thing. Yeah, left to right traversal in the x-axis, exactly. But yeah, I was trying to think what it meant for a tree. So it's like left child, middle, and then right child, right? So I don't know if you were trying to print out, I'd use post order for what? Not if you wanted to evaluate. If you wanted to just print it out. If you wanted to evaluate, you would probably have to use post order. If you wanted to print it out, I feel like in order is yeah. If you just wanted to print out, right? Yeah. There we go. So we do have a use case. I don't know if it meshes with whatever else you do with ASTs in general, but yeah, if you wanted to convert the AST back into text, as it were, then yeah, I suppose in order would make sense. Maybe not. I don't know. I have a feeling it would be in order traversal, right? Like because like every time you recurse left, you can't print an infix just by going in order because brackets. You can, of course you can. Every time you go left, you print bracket, go left. Print open bracket, go left, right? If you encounter a value, print it out and return. You are done with the left recursion, then in that case you print the operator, go right. etc. And then like, yeah, that's it. Like, and once you're done with the right recursion, you print close bracket and you exit, right? This is an in-order traversal. It's literally an in-order traversal, but you've gotten, yeah, it's an in-order traversal, but yeah, you just print open bracket before you recurse on the left and close bracket after you recurse on the right. That's it. So that's what I was. We've done a lot of this stuff today actually. Day 18 is basically tree traversals. So we've done a significant portion of this today. So I suppose if we wanted to convert an AST back into text for whatever reason, then yeah, yikes. Day 18 was okay. It wasn't very hard, to be honest. We finished it in 5.5 hours, which is not the worst time we've had so far on a question. It might look like the worst time, but notice that we haven't completed day 22 despite doing it for 3 days. And day 19, we don't even know how to begin despite running it for 1.5 hours. So, you know, that's how it is. Mm, Day 18 was okay. Okay, good. I wouldn't say good question. It involved, it was, I don't like the question too much, to be perfectly honest. Like, day 18 was not very difficult conceptually, but also involves a lot of code. This might look small, but if I expand it fully, yeah, it's not the cleanest implementation. I have to admit, but at the same time, if you wanted to make it efficient, if you wanted to make day 18's question like solution efficient, you do have to. You're kind of forced to write in a very shitty way, like a way that doesn't look clean at all to read, but it will run very efficiently because it does a lot of in-place modifications. It does tons of in-place modifications, so it runs pretty fast. Runs pretty fast, doesn't bloat your memory or anything at all. Yeah, it runs like really, really quickly. So yeah, I guess like we did like manage to solve this fairly easily. I don't think I ever struggled really. We did have a few places where we had to run the debugger because I had dumb typos all over the place, everywhere. But I don't think we ever struggled conceptually with anything. Like we struggled with day 22. Day 22 was a heavy conceptual struggle. Day 19 at this point is, yeah, calling it heavy is underestimating it. It's crazy. This is like conceptually, I have no idea even where to begin. I suck at three dimensions in general. I found like whenever 3D gets involved, my brain starts just playing the Yavan Polka song. That's just like da, 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 da. I have no fucking clue what's going on. Guess what? There's a third CTX value. Uh oh, okay. Load store and there's one more. Okay. Well, it's a good thing, you've gotten reminded of it. You can just go and update the post, I guess. But yeah. What is the third one, by the way? Load store, that can be it, right? That's it, right? What can the third one even be? Yes. Hmm. Given a variable, you're either reading it or writing it, right? What the hell else can you do? Huh? You're either reading the value or you're writing the value. I have no idea. Not even the slightest clue. Why is there a third? Should be only load or store, in my opinion. I don't know what I'm missing. It's delete. Oh, you can delete in Python? I didn't know you could do that. Is it not garbage collected, the language? If Python is not garbage collected, I'm gonna lose my shit. You can delete a variable. Okay. Why? Python has to be garbage collected, right? I've not been objects are garbage collected. Oh, wait, what? I'm confused. Explain. So you're saying if you set a constant somewhere, like, or if you set a value equals literal anywhere, then that value is never garbage collected, even if it goes out, even after it goes out of scope, or garbage collected in the sense that, of course, like I don't know if like literals are assigned on the heap, probably not. But the point is, if it goes out of scope, it should no longer occupy memory. Python is recounted. Each variable is a reference. We can delete the reference. Recounted. What does that mean? Reassigning a variable is the same as deleting a reference to A and adding a reference to B. Ref counted. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So it counts references constantly. Okay. But yeah, but that said, why would you need, what's the use case for deleting a variable? What is it? Is it delete? Del? What's the keyword? I never tried this. What's the use case? Like I can't think off the top of my head a single use case for a garbage collected language having this as a feature. I don't think you can do it in Java or Kotlin. Yeah, I don't think you can. There's not many use cases? Okay. I can't think of any use cases, no, like at all. Why would you want to? If it's still in scope, why would you want to? Hmm. Here's one use case. Okay, go ahead. Uh, you have a function that you don't want available to the user after you're done setting up your library. Use that function, then delete it. Sounds like a very terrible way of implementing private methods. Like, sort of makes sense, but also this is really stemming from the fact that Python doesn't have access modifiers, which really doesn't sound like, I mean, considering the rest of, I mean, like, Pythonistas use the argument like, if you talk about private access modifiers, they just go like, just don't call it, bro. Then like, it's the same thing here, right? Just don't call it. Yeah, again, it's not even a valid use case. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, I mean, that is assuming, um, you know, you believe that access modifiers are not a valid use case, which, like, as I said, this makes more sense to me that this is like a thing, like in the sense that this seems like a valid use case for me. It obviously I would want as a library writer to not allow someone else to call some methods that can irrevocably fuck up something and then have dumb users you know um, send me comments about like stuff. But yeah, like something broke when I was using a library, blah blah blah, and it's because they've actually called this method that they weren't supposed to call, right? um, but I would implement that with access modifiers. I wouldn't really do the whole del thing. So I don't understand the del thing. Let's say you reassign a global variable or built-in function. If you do del name, you don't have to restart the REPL. I see. Wait. So del on a variable will del on a variable will reduce the reference count by one. Is that what it does? It reduces the reference count on that variable name by one. Like, how does it go back to the? I see. Okay, wait. Let me try this. I didn't know this worked. Um, yeah. of that object. Okay, reference count of that object, right? So if I do like what? Maybe print. If I can I reassign print equals uh, for print. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that actually does work. Surprising. Yeah, I mean, okay. This itself seems like a problem to me, but okay. The fact that you can do this, but whatever. Is why I like statically typed languages, honestly. But yeah. Reduces reference count of that object. Variable no longer points to that object. Reference count on an object goes to zero, it gets GC'd. Gotcha. So can we just del print right off the bat and just get rid of print entirely? Is that possible? I should have checked that before I closed the idle. Well, we'll open it again. Can we just do that? No, we can't. Hmm. Okay. Being able to monkey patch print is actually a superpower in the hands of the right people. Rich implements its own print. Who's Rich? Oh, it's a library. Okay. You can do from Rich import print and now print is colorful. Ah, I see. Okay. Huh. That sounds. I don't know if that's smart or dumb, but okay. It sounds dangerous. It does sound useful, but it also sounds dangerous. I suppose it's the kind of tool that you want to make sure that your programmers really understand what they're doing before they do it. So yeah. Okay, cool. It's almost 2 a.m. Honestly, I don't think at this point of time I am gonna be getting any closer to the solution for day 19. For folks who are still around, thanks for sticking around so far. We still have 8 viewers. Holy shit, why? I'm in a constant sense of amazement today. Anyway, um, drop a follow if you want to know next when I go live, which will be tomorrow. I just don't know when exactly tomorrow. We will not do this longer stream tomorrow. I will literally lose my mind if I do this. We'll trade Anthony because Ant is going live soon. Awesome. We'll trade Anthony. Wow, I didn't. What timing? Like he's literally been live 2 minutes ago. Um, we'll jump over to Anthony's stream. Anthony writes a lot of code in Python, which is kind of fun as well. Yeah, and he works on a lot of open source development. Does AOC as well. So, but I don't think I'm pretty sure he's done with question 24, uh, possibly, and is probably waiting for question 25 for doing AOC. So, I don't really know. So, anyway, we're going to jump over to his stream. Thank you guys for sticking around. Drop a follow if you want to know when I go live next. There's also the Discord channel. The bot occasionally posts messages. So exclamation point Discord in the chat. Actually, I'll do that right now so people can see what's happening, right? And yeah, we'll just jump over to his stream before it starts, and I'll catch you guys on the next stream. The Discord is usually when I post when I go live. Also discuss AOC questions, a whole bunch of things. This was an experience. We went up a lot of followers today. It was insane. JetBrains was on the stream. What the hell? Like JetBrains was in the chat. JetBrains follows me now. What's happening? I have no idea. Anyway, let's let's just jump out. Have fun, all of you. I'll catch you guys in the next one. And bye bye. Can we? When did it start? Oh, okay. 2 seconds. All right, cool. All right, bye bye.